The Premier League title race is absolutely boiling over. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has completely shifted his focus away from the controversial VAR decision that impacted the Arsenal victory against West Ham. We break down exactly how the manager is handling the pressure as the season enters its final, dramatic phase.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSockets Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
The standings are tighter than ever. We look at the crucial gap between Arsenal and Manchester City as they fight for supremacy. Find out what the current pressure points are and how a single result could completely change the landscape for the title race. Next up, we dive into the tactical predictions for the massive clash between Manchester City and Crystal Palace. We analyze what Pep Guardiola needs to achieve against the Eagles and what the stakes are for both sides heading into this crucial fixture. And finally, the hunt for the next superstar. Manchester City has officially entered the race to sign German midfielder Kennet Eichhorn, and Arsenal is right behind them. We explore the intense competition for this young talent and what it means for the future of both clubs. Don't miss the rest of the analysis. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola has decisively shifted focus away from a controversial video assistant referee decision that benefited rivals Arsenal in a crucial Premier League match, choosing instead to concentrate entirely on his team's upcoming fixtures. The incident stemmed from a disallowed goal for West Ham, where a late strike by Callum Wilson was ruled out after VAR officials deemed that Pablo Felipe had fouled goalkeeper David Raya. This decision has heightened the tension in the title race, as Arsenal now leads the league with 79 points, 5 points ahead of Manchester City, who currently hold a one-game lead. West Ham, meanwhile, remains struggling in 18th place with 36 points. When questioned about the VAR controversy and its impact on the title fight, Guardiola maintained a pragmatic stance. He stated, "Crystal Palace, and thinking what we have to do. As I always learn from my career as a manager what you can't control, forget about it. Focus and do better what we have not done better this season to fight for the Premier League. We are still fighting, and next it's Crystal Palace." Guardiola emphasized that his focus must remain on his team's performance. Meanwhile, drama is brewing at Crystal Palace. Manager Oliver Glasner has hinted at potential squad rotation ahead of their Conference League final against Rayo Vallecano on May 27. Glasner stressed his focus remains solely on his club, stating, "I'm not responsible for Arsenal, I'm not responsible for Manchester City, I'm responsible for Crystal Palace." Palace hosts Manchester City on Wednesday before facing Brentford on Sunday, concluding their league campaign at home against Arsenal on May 24. Despite potential rotation concerns, Guardiola expects peak performance from his squad, asserting, "They are so professional, the teams. Crystal Palace will play top against us." The ultimate outcome of the Premier League trophy hinges on the performance of both title contenders in their remaining matches as the season reaches its climax. The Premier League title race is reaching a fever pitch as Arsenal and Manchester City lock horns in a critical clash, with the outcome potentially determining the championship. Entering Wednesday, May 13, Arsenal maintains a slim 4-point lead over Manchester City, who have played one fewer match. Arsenal is poised to secure their first title since 2004 if they win their final 2 league fixtures. Manchester City, meanwhile, faces Crystal Palace in a high-stakes match, aiming to maintain pressure and narrow the gap to just 2 points across 36 games. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola emphasized the importance of mental fortitude, stating, "What I've learned from my career as a manager is, what you cannot control, forget about it. To do better what you have not done better this season. To arrive in better position to fight for the Premier League that we are still fighting." The stakes are incredibly high. If Manchester City fails to secure points against Palace, Arsenal will have the opportunity to clinch the title with a home victory over Burnley on Monday, May 18. Conversely, a win for City against Palace means Arsenal's title push will be delayed until the final day of the season, May 24. Key fixtures dominating the immediate future include the Manchester City vs Crystal Palace match on Wednesday, May 13, followed by a crucial Arsenal vs Burnley game on Monday, May 18. Looking at the broader league landscape, Arsenal currently sits atop the table with 79 points from 36 games, ahead of Manchester City with 74 points from 35 games. Other top contenders include Manchester United with 65 points, Liverpool with 59 points, and Aston Villa also sitting on 59 points. The bottom three teams are facing relegation, with Burnley currently at 21 points. Recent match highlights underscore the intensity of the competition. Notable moments include Danny Welbeck's goal for Brighton against Liverpool on March 21, 2026, and celebrations from various Manchester United and Manchester City players following key victories. The schedule remains packed with significant fixtures leading up to the final match day, ensuring every result carries immense weight in this title battle. Manchester City continues its relentless pursuit of the Premier League title, focusing their pressure on Arsenal. In their upcoming clash against Crystal Palace at the Etihad Stadium, analysts suggest that Manchester City must secure at least 3 points. The team's recent form, highlighted by a dominant 3-0 victory over Brentford, indicates a clear strategy centered on ball control and territorial supremacy, leading to significant goal swings. Crystal Palace is navigating a challenging season, having suffered more losses than wins and facing managerial uncertainty with Oliver Glasner stepping down soon. While the Eagles are prioritizing the UEFA Conference League final on May 27th, their focus for this fixture in Manchester remains a key consideration. Betting market analysis suggests Manchester City are strong favorites. Specific predictions highlighted include a Manchester City -1 handicap at 8-13, which covers a victory by 2 or more goals, suggesting a potential outcome of 2-0, 2-1, 3-0, or 3-1. Another favored line is Manchester City to win, and 2-4 goals range at even money odds. Erling Haaland is also tipped as a potential first goal scorer, with odds at 15-8, given his recent form and capability to score crucial goals. The analysis underscores Manchester City's hunger for goals and their awareness that goal difference remains vital for the title race. The betting odds are sourced from Bet365 and are subject to change. Manchester City and Arsenal are locked in a high-stakes race to sign rising German midfielder Kennet Eichhorn, a 16-year-old talent rapidly emerging as one of Europe's most promising prospects. Eichhorn has garnered significant attention from top clubs, with Arsenal reportedly determined to secure his signature as part of their strategy to recruit elite young talent. Reports indicate that the Gunners are actively competing with several Bundesliga clubs for the midfielder's services as the current season concludes. Eichhorn's reputation has soared due to his impressive performances and swift development at Hertha BSC. Observers suggest he possesses the potential to become a leading midfielder of his generation if his progress continues at this pace. Arsenal's pursuit aligns perfectly with their long-term strategy of investing in young players who can develop into first-team stars, viewing Eichhorn as one of the most exciting prospects available. Adding to the competition, Manchester City has also entered the fray. Sources indicate that the Carabao Cup winners are keen on Eichhorn, viewing him as a highly exciting talent and prepared to challenge Arsenal and other interested parties. City sees the midfielder as a player who could integrate well into their system and become a future key figure. Despite the intense interest, Eichhorn himself appears focused on his development rather than rushing a transfer. He may feel that this summer is too soon for a move to a top European club, making continued development at Hertha an attractive path. However, Arsenal is expected to remain patient, continuing to monitor his progress until he is ready for his next career step.